Hi Bibies and welcome to my channel. My name is CarmiMua, and in today's video, yes, I do look questionable, and of course, we are gonna try and hope for the best because we need to flourish this flower. We need to blossom because hold on to your seat. I am going out tonight. Yes! I actually have one day of the week where my social life does not involve supermarkets. And yes, I've been to the supermarket this morning. But today I actually have kind of like a private slash event. So fancy. And I got invited. Really excited to go. By the way, I'm already hot. Sorry. I need to get ready. I need to look cute. So today I'm just taking it very easy. I woke up, I did like my workout and everything, just had a fresh shower, just kind of like brush my hair nicely. However, I will fix them like later on and I will like show you the final look and everything. But this is my bare face, just freshly shaved, because today, as the title said, we are testing out eyeshadow palettes. Now this one are brand new from Primark. I've made a video about maybe like a week and a half ago, maybe two by the time this video comes out, and it was testing out Primark makeup, and the title was spicy. It was, is Primark makeup cancelled? And I truly believe it is not, because clearly they're just releasing nice stuff, like at least aesthetically pleasing. We'll test out, we'll see if it works. However, I still think they are flying under the radar and kind of a lot of people forgot about it. So after my video launched, not because my video was there, Primark actually came out with these three palettes, and I do have to say I like them as a little kind of like collector in me, because I love things that they kind of look the same, they have the same shape. I can tell how pretty they could be on a vanity if you have that kind of a vanity where you can display things. My room is an absolutely mess, seriously. Help. But these are the three new palettes and I'm going to show you what they look like. First, I'm going to go with this one over here. There is called Nude Basic. Now, as you probably will see, this has been slightly used because I already created an Instagram video, and I'm going to try to flag it here so you can actually see, because today I'm clearly only going to use one palette, but I wanted to see how the other one works so that I can kind of give you a little bit of a look as well. Hopefully that can kind of help, but I will give you a couple of swatches because I know you guys love a swatch. Next palette is Gold Rush, and is this one over here. Now, one thing I haven't mentioned, all the palettes are £4 each, and I do think it's very nice. And of course they do come with this thing that does have names, even if my Nude Basic didn't have name. Maybe it's that extra basic that doesn't need names. But this is the other one. There is the Gold Rush. Now, when I put Gold Rush and Nude Basic next to each other, I've just made a mess out of myself. So me, so on brand. They are looking very similar, and I will say, by the look of it, maybe just if you don't really care about getting the full collection, maybe just get one of the other. The Nude Basic is the one on top, and it does actually have more matte, and only this four at the bottom, they are actually shimmer, like this four here, when the Gold Rush actually has majority of shimmer and only a few mattes. So again, depending on what kind of look you're going for, I would probably say I will stick with this one over here, only because you guys know I love to layer different mattes with each other to then create like one or two maybe shimmer that can kind of like make everything look cute. But the palette we're gonna use today is this one. There is a Tropical Storm, and it's the one that I was looking the most. Like when I saw this on the store, I was like, yes, I need to test out live on video so that I can give you the full sensation. And this is what it looks like. Again, this does actually come with names. This is the palette. Love the fact that they have added a black, and it does look pretty intense. There are a few very beautiful matte shades, like this two over here. Love this two at the bottom. This looks a little bit more foily. Like, I feel like this one over here, it is more me as well. Like, it's a little bit different of a kind of like combination of color. It's not the classic like just brown and gold, just get out of the house and that's it. However, I promise you swatches. So let me just get my my whippies. My whippies ready. Wait a minute. Delicious coffee. And let's start. And first of all, Nude Basic. So these are the colors, and as I was mentioning you, majority of them are matte. I have tested out and I do really like it. I think it's actually quite pretty for £4. Yes, honey. It doesn't really like layer extremely well, as in after like the second or third matte color, they start to kind of look a little bit too similar. You can't really create that kind of like crisp depth, but they are very pretty. So this is a couple of colors that I did use. I'm gonna give you as well this over here. And as you can see, they are very pretty. I love this shade over here because it's like very nice for transition. This is the one that I used for deepening up, and then I did actually use the gold. I will say with this gold over here, it looks absolutely stunning. Works better if you do use your fingers more than actually a brush. Or maybe the brush I was using didn't really give me like much about it, because I did actually feel like it was a little bit of a struggle to create like a more seamless gold vibe. I'll give you a couple of more swatches on this palette, and I'm gonna go in with maybe like the light quad up in here. So we're gonna do another shimmer shade. Very pretty. I'm gonna do this dark brown. I wanna do this other brown, but this is actually more metallic. Very cute. Lastly, let's do, should we do this dark color over here? Let's see. Oh, that's very pretty. So that's the thing, is like pigment wise, they are beautiful. They do feel kind of like nice and soft. When you are going in with a brush on the actual palette, you will see a lot of fallouts, specifically with the matte shade. So if you are somebody that likes to keep it quite clean, like me today, do your eyes before. That's why I'm not wearing any foundation, anything, because I don't want to make a mess out of myself, and then I'm going out and I'm going to look questionable. I already do a great job by myself without even messing my makeup up. So let me just have a look at this one over here. So this is the rose gold. Let's go. Gold rose. Gold rush. Wow! English is an option in this family. So let me just do a couple of swatches. First of all, this shade over here feels a little bit hard and not really much is coming out. Yeah, it's a little bit hard, however, it does look quite cute, but not the softest one. I'm doing the top one next to it. Better. This actually feels nicer. I want to do two more shimmers, so I'm going to do this one. Ooh, this feels soft. Really like this. And then I'm going to do this one. Like this. It's like a very pale, kind of like oyster kind of color, you know, like cute little pearl kind of color. Very pretty. Let's remove more. Also, I'm ready because I'm gonna put on some masks as well as I'm getting ready, because I know if you guys follow me on Instagram, oh my god, I'll probably not talking for too long, and if I do, I apologize. This is me. Like on my Instagram, when I do like eye look, I always put on like a face mask and everything, and you guys seems to live about them. Yes, that's what I normally tend to do when I go out. Like I will put like a face mask because I just really enjoy them. So yes, that was rant over. I'm gonna do this gold because I just look at it and beautiful. I'm gonna do this one. I like. And then I'm gonna do this other two down here. Very pretty. That's the thing, is like they are like looking like finger swatch, they are stunning, and that's one of the reasons why I don't tend to do much finger swatch, and you guys probably are sick and tired of me hearing, but if in case you are new to the Bibs, hi, how you doing? I don't really believe much in swatches because I do feel like the way eyeshadow perform are different than actually the way they will tend to swatch. But you know, I know some of you guys really care about it, and that's why I'm imagining it, but I'm not the best of it, so I'm sorry. And this is the palette that we're gonna use today. Now, I am kind of really digging this bottom half over here more than the really cool tone one. The theme of tonight is slightly more tropical, even if I'm thinking I might just gonna wear this black jumper that has nothing to do with tropical, but the weather in London is cray, like there's so much wind, so I need a jumper. Anyway, another story. We are gonna start with this because I'm definitely gonna use this shade over here. Love. I'm always gonna use this. I'm gonna use this as well, and I'm gonna use this. Like, this is kind of like what I'm gonna do today. I like this. Look how pretty. We're exactly gonna see this full shade in action in just 1 second. But let me do the last and final round of swatches before we go in. And I want to do the cool side because I know some of you guys probably want to see. So we're definitely going to do this blue. Okay. Looks like it might need a little bit of help on layering. It does feel like one of those colors that if in case you have a brown underneath, not much is going to show. I want to do the black because why not? Yes. Beautiful. Love. I'm going to do this shimmer up in here and this other shimmer up in here. Yes, and you can see the difference. Hopefully my camera is picking up. Is very, very soft difference. This is more like a silver. This is a little bit more of like a light, kind of like a Prosecco champagne. I didn't want to say just champagne. I added Prosecco. I know, it's me, Carmi. How you doing? So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna finish to clean my nasty fingers because clearly this is me. And I'm gonna put my primer, and of course I'm also gonna put my face mask. Like you guys know, I love to just slap things onto my face. So I'm gonna do this one over here. They are illuminating charcoal nose strip. So I'm gonna do a nose strip, and then I'm also gonna do this one. There is a dark circle reducer. Do you really need to ask why? And for primer, before we start with the eyeshadow, do you need to ask? This is MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. This is my gem. This is me. I'm a mess. Let's start. Roll. Let's go. Alright, babies, so now that the look is completed, good night. Because this is what I look like before I go to bed. Like, no joke aside. I'm very questionable. I'm really sorry. If you thought you were going to turn in the first normal tutorial, I deeply apologize. So we're gonna start with, of course, this palette I was mentioning. This is what we're gonna do, and I start with this E21 by Blank Canvas. Now let's go in, of course, with this shade over here. I want to start with the nice warm tone transition. One thing I will say with this palette, again, there is not mirror. There is never a mirror with Primark. I feel like I've said that so many times through like all the time that I've tested Primark. Complaining about the lack of a mirror is getting ridiculous. But this is very pigmented. I will give it that. Like, this is actually very, very nice. And also another things that I've learned with Primark formula with eyeshadows is the kind of like palette that you probably want to use just like 3, maximum 4 colors. If not, they really tend to like blend one on top of the other, and like all your hard work is just completely gone. But this is a very, very beautiful shade. So I'm gonna do the same on the other side and just like add a little bit and then keep on blending. Alright, Bibies, so this is what we have, and I will say I like me some of that. So back with the same palette. Now I'm gonna go with a smaller brush. This is E42, and I'm filling the shade over here. Like, I'm gonna try to follow my own advice, just use only like a few shades, but I will definitely want to give, I want to give a nice look, you know. I'm appending real things today, not just a supermarket shopping spree. So I want to make sure I'm looking very snacking looking like. So I'm only using this shade on the outer edge, kind of like creating a base for a cat crease. I will probably not do one, mainly because I'm lazy, as well as I want to see how this shadow will do without the help of too much other products. So like, I don't want to make a mess of like too many products when you just feel like, was the look really a Primark palette, or was that glitter and all the rest, you know, all the J's. So I'm just taking that and just like specifically place it outside and dip in over here. And I am kind of leaving, and I'm gonna go back in with the previous brush to just diffuse that slightly more. like so, but so far it's looking very, very beautiful. I'm loving this. So I'm gonna go in with this 809 by Blank Canvas, so it's a little bit more of a flat brush. There are two shades that I really, really like. I love this kind of like rose gold that actually has a little bit more like an amber inside. And then of course I like that golden, but this is the one. I feel like this is the one that I want to use today. So I'm just gonna like massage it in. So put in my brush and press it. Ooh, good choice, Carmi. That is a very beautiful shade. So I'm gonna keep cutting my eyelids until they drip in this gorgeousness, and then we'll see what it's gonna look like. Drip, drip, drip. I'm not gonna lie, Bibies, I'm not 100% sold on this shade. Like, I do feel like more I'm trying to add it on, and more is actually leaving some sort of like patches on some areas that really I do not need today. I told you I don't go out the house much, but I want to make sure I look nice today. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this Superfruit Carif Tea Mist. It's just something that is gonna wet my brush pretty much. If I had anything cheaper in front of me, I'll probably use it. So I'm gonna just take this one, drench my brush a little bit, and then maybe use it like so. Let's see. Yeah, it works a lot better. It's like a little bit more intense. However, you want to be careful with this technique because sometimes with some metallic shades, it will end up that it's going to texturize your eyes. Now, my eyes already do have a ton of texture as itself, so I do want to make sure I will kind of like show that even more. But I hope you can see the difference. This looks a lot better, so I'm gonna do a couple of more spreads. For the other side, take a little bit of the shadow and then just add it on the left eye. Now, one tips, and I probably feel like sometimes you have wondered, why do people always spray directly on the brush and not onto the eyeshadow pan? The reason why is because if you are directly spray onto the pan, you will ruin your eyeshadow. Like the actual water, like the wetness, is gonna drag all the way inside the shadow to actually break it once it dries. So that's why if you are wondering, always wet your brush and you will get a longer longevity on any single eyeshadow. So that is my 1-2 on how to wet your brush and why you wet your brush and not the eyeshadow palette. So now we're gonna do the lower lash line, and I'm using this E43 brush, so it's smaller, dense, and definitely one of the best ones to do the lower lash. I don't want to be extremely daring, only because so far, not gonna lie, babes, I'm not loving what's happening. Maybe after I put lashes and liner, I feel like more me, but I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit messy. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in with this darker shade that we used earlier, and then just run this one on my lower lash. That normally tend to always save it up a little bit, and that is one thing that I keep saying to pretty much every single tutorial. If you feel like something is not right, make sure you add a little bit of shadow on the underneath of the eyes. That really opens it up and it makes it look nicer. So I'm gonna do that. So very close inner corner to outer corner. And I just like blend, blend, blend. I like because with this eye patches over here, pretty much I just follow them. You know I'm not gonna drag myself out too much. But again, if it's one of the first time you're doing this technique of using eyeshadow underneath, keep the brush always up, as well as, you know, do your foundation and concealer after, because that could help you out to clean up a lot of it. And as you can see from the patches, this palette does actually have some fallout. So I'm really happy that I've decided to not to be extra silly today and do my full face before, because I will save it up. It is the goal of the day, saving. And I am gonna add, of course, a little bit of inner corner highlighter using this very small brush. Now this is a E27. There are a few shades that I could kind of go. Love this silver over here. However, I feel like the contrast between a warm tone with a very cool icy tone might be a little bit too much, specifically because I'm not digging what I have as a base. This champagne is quite pretty, a little bit of low-key kind of thing, so we knew it. We all knew I was going to go with this gold, so I'm just gonna take a little bit and add in the inner corner. Oh yeah. See, I like this. It's putting up the look nicer. So just adding this one on the other side. And I love what I see. Okay, much better. I like this. It's getting slightly more me. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna go off camera, do my lashes and my liner, see what the look is gonna be, and maybe decide if I wanted to stop there or even kind of go and pick up some glitter, because I really want to make a good impression today. So don't hate me, but before I do that, I'm definitely gonna show you what the look looks like without. So I'll be back in 1 second. Yes, I'm an idiot today. I'm really sorry. I'm just an idiot. Alright, babies, so here we have the look. Now let me remove these patches because they have been definitely long enough. And the one on the nose literally is pulling off my nose hair, so thank you very much. And okay, this is gonna be TMI. Do you actually want to see what it looks like? I'm gonna give you like a little zoomed in. Then if you don't want it, I'm so sorry, but you're gonna get it anyway. But this is nasty. Be ready for this too much. Like, this is TMI to the finest. Look at all these blackheads, nasties, absolutely disgusting. So I'm really happy I've done my face mask, like my nose mask, and this is what the eye look looks close up. Definitely is looking very cute. Me like it. Alright, babes, I'm sorry if you had to be that close to my nose nasties. However, I did feel like probably some of you were going to ask me like if they worked, and I feel like sometimes the proof is in the pudding, and I just wanted to show you. Maybe avoid anything to eat for the next 20 minutes. And I hope you have finished the snack by now. I know it was disgusting. I'm so sorry, but I wanted to show you too, just so you can see that they worked, and my nose is feeling very nice. I cannot wait to go and finish to wash my face and just like exfoliate my nose even more, and it's gonna be beautiful for tonight. Like Tinkerbell, got nothing on me on my nose. So now I'm gonna finish to tell you what I think about this palette before I finish off my look, and I'll show you, and hopefully I'll make you proud. But you guys know when I do test a product, I always keep it 120 million% real. And I'm gonna tell you my pro and cons, because I feel like I have found something that I really like and something that I feel need to be improved. So packaging, love it. Price, love it. Look inside, love it. I feel like Primark is definitely upping their game compared to like palettes that I remember for like a year or plus. I feel like the color selection is much better, and I feel like the palettes are slightly more coordinated and less like random palettes. I can still see that every single one of them, and I'll show you one more time, they do actually have a beautiful intent. Like, they all make sense, you know? Like, there is not a palette, they're just like a bunch of color thrown in because they had spare, and they were just like, yeah, that's it, this is a palette, let's go and make money, put it on the shelf. I do feel like they all been thought about it, and I like that. The only things I would say, and that is my only personal opinion, then somebody might find it different. I personally think Primark does better matte than shimmery, and normally is actually quite hard. Like normally it's the opposite, you know? Normally companies tend to do a banging shimmer because it's actually easy to formulate than a matte that can actually be quite tricky. When I find it, like all the matte that I use for these three palettes, they worked better. When the shimmer one, I do feel like there is a slight inconsistency, specifically in the way they feel. This rose gold over here, needed a little bit more work, and it kind of like came out as a chunk of glitter more than actually like a metallic goddess, you know what I mean? Like I found that this one of you, this gold, was a lot more softer, a lot more buttery, and you can even tell from the pen then this one does look a little bit more buttered when this actually looks more soft. Overall, that have performed nice. I'm loving the look mainly because I did put on some lashes and some liner, and I will actually add some glitter. I don't actually have the one that I want to use. Probably some rose gold or maybe like some pink glitter. I don't know. I'll figure it out and I'll probably let you know and of course show you in a minute. But even if I leave it like this, I'm quite happy. So I hope you have liked it so far. Let me go off camera. Let me go and change. I want to do my hair. I want to do the rest of my makeup. I want to put something cuter because I feel like, I don't know, this is not really appropriate for dinner. I feel like grandma is coming, you know. So give me a minute and I'll be back with the absolute final look, and of course the huge thank you for being here with me with this very long video. Apologize. Alright, babies, so this is the final look, and let me tell you, A, I'm completely digging it, and B, I am extremely uncomfortable. Like, I'm wearing shoes because, of course, I'm running late and I have to, like, shoot and get my train. But the fact that the shoes are slightly more platform, my legs do not fit underneath my table, so I'm kind of like 3/4, so I'm sorry if I look a little bit like uncomfortable. I'm clearly very uncomfortable, but this is what we have at the end. I'm trying to fix the hair in some sort of ways. If I did at time, I wish I did kind of give it a little bit of a curl or something, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta let it go. Also, outside is extremely windy, so even if I had curls, they won't really like last long. But this is the outfit, and I know you guys probably gonna ask me. This shirt was from Primark, extremely affordable, love it. They had in different colors as well. This was kind of like my favorite because you guys know I love green, I love khaki green, it's my kind of color. And this bodycon is like the one that goes all the way down there, and it just like ties up places that are more uncomfortable than others, but they just look right on the body. It's from Select, again, very affordable. You guys know I do not break the bank to dress up and to put on makeup. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that. It does mean the world to me when you are here and you're chatting with me. So please let me know down in the comments below. Did you dig this Primark palette? Have you already got them? Are you thinking to get them? Are you gonna give a huge pass? Please let me know down there, as well as if you can, give me that good thumbs up, say subscribe, and share this video. Help me reach the beauty family that we love, we deserve, because we are pretty seated uncomfortably today, so we deserve a little bit of recognition for that. So thank you so much, and always remember, like if you like, hate if you hate, and until next time, you're welcome. Gotta go.